Wimar is well known in Indonesia as a media personality. He's hosted a number of TV talk shows, including one banned by the Suharto government. After Suharto was overthrown, he was recruited as chief spokesman for Reformist President Wahid. Wimar, welcome to NewsHour.
Thank you very much for having me here, Jim.
Australia and Indonesia have had, shall we put it, a fairly turbulent relationship over the years. Australia's got a new Prime Minister after a decade of John Howard. How would you assess the state of relations at the moment?
We might be heading towards the best times of our lives on both sides, I think. We haven't, had too much obsession with dealing in Australia's internal affairs. But we like the way the current government is speaking, both about international politics and domestic. And in Indonesia, we have a government which is quite open in its foreign relations, which neutralizes the xenophobia that might have existed in random parts of the country.
What about questions like Australia funding assistance for the police within Indonesia, and also I understand now funding education via schools? Are those kinds of policy approaches likely to find further appreciation within Indonesia?
Yes, of course. Now Indonesia is a very intensely democratic country, and that's not always saying it is effective. I mean, there's a lot of noise, lots of arguments, but whatever differences there
democracy is noisy.
Yes. So whatever differences there are, it's due to the democratic nature of our society. So with every policy measure that is welcome to certain parts of the country, some other people find fault with it. In the cases that you mentioned, like the assistance to the police, when I was assistant to President Wahid in the government, that was exactly the area of our initiative, that we wanted to open the door to cooperation in different fields.
Indonesia's been a democracy for what, close to a decade now?
Yes, 9 years.
In the full sense of the word, it's maturing. How robust do you think Indonesia is as a democracy now? Well, is there any likelihood of turning back?
Very small likelihood. Of course, it doesn't look too good if you look at the results of the democratic process. What I mean, the leadership of the nation is not that good now, and the recovery of our economic, social crisis is not really on track, but it's moving ahead. And what is more important, the people are giving the government a chance. So if I could, draw a metaphor, our democracy is like a pump that works very well, but it doesn't produce good water yet. If you buy a water pump for your house, in the first weeks it will just, churn up mud, but eventually you'll get clear water.